spices for chili. Yeah.
Cumin, cayenne, smoked paprika, oregano, and coriander.
So these are the spices,
So
all mixed together. I put a little bit of garlic.
Yeah. It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. Are you awake yet?
No.
All right.
This is my shadow.
This is your shadow.
Yes.
Okay, and what's this?
Okay, so here we have some onion, and I like to put a little bit of bacon, which I will fry.
Now this is smoked bacon from a pig that was slaughtered last year, then smoked up, dried and smoked, right?
No.
No.
No, that's the bacon that we bought in Mercator. And then
that's the bacon that we bought. Well, see, on this video, there's nothing hidden. This is all done as it is, and in there is
just a little bit of ground beef, and I have pre-soaked beans. Put them to soak in water.
We buy these locally, and then they soak overnight.
They soak overnight, so they cook easy.
So these aren't like people in Britain. This is not beans out of a can, is it?
No.
Okay, and the other
Never buy beans out of the can.
And then this is extra virgin olive oil.
Yes.
Because we're going to do a version of chili. As I say, my sister said that showed us how, and my brother-in-law showed me how to do a sweet chili, but we're going to do a version on it, aren't we? Today.
Yes, because I put a little bit of this. Spicy paprika.
Spicy paprika.
Yes. It's gonna give a little
kick.
Yes.
And as you know, as well as doing cooking, it's 30-day no booze, and we're on day 6.
How are we gonna not drink booze today when we go for lunch?
I don't know. We're going out today for a meal, so
we might have a glass of wine.
We might have a glass of wine, which it depends.
Which this day will be big question mark.
A big question mark.
No.
Okay.
But we're doing quite well, don't we?
Yeah, indeed we are.
So now we are going to fry bacon and onions.
Always love the sound of frying onions.
I just like to fry it until they get a little bit brown, because it gives a better flavor. Some people would put this straight in a crock pot, but I don't. I just like to fry them for a bit. So now I'm going to add the meat. Just to brown up a little bit.
The weather's still a bit iffy, isn't it?
Come again?
The weather's still a bit miserable outside. When do you think it's going to get sunny? I mean, this is the 7th of April, isn't it?
Yes.
I always like this, doing things in a pan.
So brown up the meat a little bit.
While this is browning off, we've just been talking about going places and how cheap it is to go places from Banja Luka, like to Graz for a day or Trieste for a day shopping, or like a weekend in a nice hotel, but for 2 nights in Belgrade. It's quite cheap to travel from here, which is one nice thing about living here, although we haven't really tried it yet. But do you know what? Having seen those Turkish soap operas, I think we need to go and see Istanbul. What do you think?
I think so, yeah, definitely. Or Mardin.
Or Mardin. Oh, Mardin, but that's down by the Syrian border.
I know, it could be quite dangerous.
Well, I don't think it's dangerous. It just takes us a long time to get there. But it's also...
I'm going to add some spices now.
Yeah.
All the spices.
So what was in there again?
So I used 1 teaspoon of cumin.
Yes.
1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper.
Yes.
Or actually, instead of cayenne, I used the spicy pepper that I showed you earlier on the video. And I used 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of oregano.
What did you call that word?
Oregano.
Thank you.
And 1 teaspoon of coriander.
Cool, that looks nice.
And I put just 1 extra teaspoon of sweet pepper.
We're out of sweet paprika now, aren't we?
I think I have 1 more small container in the fridge or something. Well, we have to order some small paprika. Okay, now I'm gonna add a can of tomato. chopped tomatoes.
Yeah.
Okay, I use
Typical in supermarket brand. Yes, nothing special.
This one's very good. Get all the goodies in.
Get all the goodies.
Little bit of garlic chopped up.
When it comes to you, it's always got to be garlic, isn't it? You have garlic with every meal.
I eat even raw garlic.
I know you eat raw garlic. Trying to get me to eat raw garlic. Free.
Okay, now I'm going to combine everything in a crock pot, everything together. So we're going to put the beans in a crock pot. Actually, I use more beans than beef. I told you because I like it. Then I'm going to put the things that I made.
One of the nice things I like about when you do things is like the simple things such as soaking off the beans overnight. Most people just buy them in cans now, don't they?
Yes.
So what's the benefit of doing them on your own, do you think? Or isn't there any?
There is huge benefits because all these canned beans
are
full of sodium or salt.
So the canned beans are all full of salt.
And then I think they put preservatives to keep them stay. So it's better to make, on a weekend to make your own boiled beans. Okay, so I'm going to stir all of this together.
I mean, doing things in a crock pot normally is so incredibly simple, isn't it?
Yes.
And I mean, you can feed yourself. I mean, if you're on your own with this small crock pot, you could just live off it for a week, couldn't you? A bit boring, I know, but healthy.
So I'm gonna add about 2 cups
of water.
You can add like half a liter or however, but I'll just add 2 cups of water, and I'm gonna put 1 bouillon, or you can add just
stock cube.
Beef stock. That's bouillon. But since
look at all this product placement from Maggie.
I know, but since in this country you can't buy beef stock in a can or in a plastic container, you have to make your own. But because I don't feel like boiling water and making my own, it's gonna do the same thing. It's gonna dissolve. This is gonna thicken up because beans, they have lots of starch in them, and they. Okay. Now we stick it to this void.
In he goes.
Cover it. And
How long?
On high